Good afternoon, Supervisors. Later on, after this meeting, I'll be filing a complaint to the sheriff for the avoidance of 3 911 calls. They refused to come and help some protesters at the Scientology location. What I'll be talking about here is I'll be reading from the blog of Mr. Jesse Prince here, and relating to the fear that he experienced coming close to the Scientology property. And this is in relation to the county's use of Gold Base as a polling place, either the compound itself or the golf course. Here's Mr. Prince. The Scientology programming runs deeper than deep if you're involved for a long time. The ultimate rule for Scientologists is to first and foremost protect Scientology from any outside scrutiny or interference, period. There is a physical manifestation that often affects a person after leaving the movement. I can only describe it as it felt getting an electric shock from the inside of my body. I've also confirmed this feeling with others who have left the movement as well. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll try to clarify what I mean. I've personally met and spoke with others that refuse to go near that place. I have noticed after leaving Scientology, if I happen to be near any Scientology property, I'd get what can only be described as a panic attack. It felt like a physical sensation of dread, apprehension, and pain. I'll give you an example of how it felt when it happened, sometimes in the fall of 95 or 96. As we approached the California border from Nevada, I started seeing familiar road signs. Inexorably, I started to feel restless and agitated. As we progressed down the road, down the highway, I saw a sign for exit for Highway 79, Gilman Hot Springs. Oh my God, I couldn't breathe. I broke out in a cold sweat, started hyperventilating, and it felt like I was about to have a stroke. I knew exactly where I was as I traveled this road many times. My friend who was driving looked at me as if I was okay, to see if I was okay. I told him I thought I'd be okay if we got down the road further another 10, 15, 20 miles. As the miles between where we were in relation to Gilman Hot Springs increased, my panic attacks started to subside. I told a friend as best as I could about the situation, but he looked at me as he had no idea what I was talking about. On that issue, I was not alone because I could not understand my reaction either. The answer to this dilemma would come to me years later as I realized something about my Scientology conditioning. After being intensely trained and tested on the Scientology ideology for years, I learned that besides the mental effects my training could produce in me extreme physical discomfort whenever I found myself in opposition to my Scientology training. Saying it another way, I discovered I had no control on the discomfort I'd experience if I opposed or had bad thoughts about Scientology.
Thanks, Mr. Choquette.
Thank you.
Your time's up.
I recommend we don't use that place as a polling place.
The board will now recess into closed session for the items discussed on the agenda.